Do you think Blackbeard was gay?
For sure.
1,000%.
I mean, most of those seamen were gay.
Need we say more?
If not gay, they had nothing better to do.
Nothing going on. Yeah.
Sign me up.
If Steven weren't in before, you had him at pigtails.
Woo! Welcome to Weird as Whimsy, a podcast where we will be discussing all things weird and...
You guessed it.
Whimsical.
Hi, my name is Jacqueline.
And I'm Stevie.
And today we are going very whimsical.
And
you're very
my arm
jacked.
Thing.
Steven doesn't have to do anything, as he just boasted about off camera.
I did.
I don't have to do anything. And he's flexing, and I'm just like, tell me more about that, Steven.
I was like, why isn't she answering me?
I get up at 4:50 every day to go to the gym, and I struggle with those weights. And
That's your first mistake. Getting up that early, your body's like, fuck you.
So it was very good. I wish it was caught on camera because it was like one of the best moments ever. But yes, you look great.
Thank you.
Listen, you have been working out every day. You were working out every day.
I was. I can't remember last time I did.
I hate you so much. Okay, well, let's go back to how, you look great all the time. You're so strong.
You do, too.
You're a man, so you're stronger than me all the time anyway.
You're way stronger than me. Way stronger.
No.
That got off the rails quick.
You look great.
I apologize.
No, are you kidding me? This is like what happened.
Based on what we're wearing,
yeah.
Can you figure out? Can you guess?
We are going very whimsical, a little dark, and talking about pirates.
Pirates, baby.
Hey, Stevie.
Hi.
What did the pirate get on his report card?
What did he get?
High seas.
Ayo.
So I had to.
Bada boom ching.
Did I look up like 100 of the best pirate jokes, and is that the one that I chose?
Pirate dad jokes.
That's the one.
Love.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. Let's do a little exercise here.
Mm-hmm.
Picture a pirate in your mind.
You don't have to exercise, as we've discussed.
It's true.
Sorry, back to you.
That was good.
Had to.
Okay. Picture a pirate in your mind.
Okay.
In your mind's eye.
My eyes are closed. I'm picturing.
You're probably seeing a guy with a peg leg.
Oh.
A colorful pirate screaming on his shoulder.
I'm sorry, a colorful pirate screaming on my shoulder?
A colorful parrot.
Thank you.
Screaming on his shoulder.
Okay, now I've got the visual.
A pirate with a mini pirate on his shoulder. A colorful pirate screaming.
You did it again. We're keeping all of this. We're keeping it all. Can you guys tell that we've been together for like over 24 hours now, and it's great?
You can usually tell.
We just get better.
We do.
The more time we spend.
Yeah. A colorful parrot.
That's the one.
Screaming on his shoulder. Buried treasure maps marked with an X. And a dramatic West Country English accent shouting, "Arr, matey!"
So good.
Thanks.
It is a brilliant image once you get through it. It's cinematic. It was only a slight burn. It's cinematic. It's almost completely a lie.
A lie.
We are stripping away the Hollywood gloss and taking a crash course into the gritty, fascinating, and deeply weird reality of pirates from the centuries past. We're going to look at how a pirate ship was actually one of the most progressive workplaces of the 18th century.
Ooh.
Who knew? Why nobody actually buried treasure, and how the line between a pirate and a respectable citizen was as blurry as a glass of cheap rum.
This is going to ruin everything for me, isn't it?
I mean, maybe.
Damn it.
I guess we'll see. It remains to be seen.
So, grab your sea legs. We're going back to the golden age of piracy, that is.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
To understand pirates, we must think like pirates.
Yeah.
So, we have to look at the golden age of piracy, roughly stretching from the 1650s to the 1720s. Why then? Simple. Globalization. European empires, Britain, France, Spain, were filling the Caribbean and Atlantic with massive merchant ships loaded to the gills with silver, gold, sugar, and silk.
So I wore silver and gold.
I love it.
And we're sugar and silky.
It's true, we are.
But who was sailing these merchant ships? Desperate, starving sailors.
Yeah.
Life in the merchant navy or the Royal Navy during the 1700s was a living hell. Captains had absolute tyrannical power. They could starve you, beat you to death for a minor infraction, and withhold your pay for months, which was probably like 8 cents.
I mean, yeah.
Disease was rampant, and the food was often maggot-infested biscuit or lead-poisoned tin cans, like we talked about with the poor sailors who we discussed in our Haunted Canada Arctic Zombies episode. Go back and listen to it. They all were afraid to eat their tin meat because
it would turn you into zombies.
That too. That's exactly what happened.
That's exactly what
If you don't believe us, go back and listen.
Yeah. So, if a pirate ship pulled up alongside your merchant vessel and gave you a choice, join us, eat well, get an equal share of the loot, and vote for your own captain, or stay a miserable servant to the king, what would you do?
What would you do, Stephen?
I would go pirate.
Same.
1000%.
Same.
Exactly. Most pirates weren't born criminals. They were mutinous, fed-up workers looking for a better gig. Aren't we all?
Honestly, every day.
Aren't we all? And as for that famous accent, that R sound, that actually comes from Cornwall and Devon in southwest England.
Interesting.
Yeah, because Bristol and the West Country were massive seafaring hubs. A huge percentage of real-world sailors spoke with that exact rolling dialect.
Look at that. I can't
rolling.
do that. Oh, I'm so jealous.
Now I'm just gurgling.
I can't do it. I just go.
Garg. Hollywood didn't invent the accent. They just exaggerated it.
They sure did.
They sure did.
What? Hollywood exaggerated something or capitalized on something that wasn't their own original thought?
Shock and awe.
Weird. What about some of the famous pirate names that we've heard growing up?
Yep.
I don't know about you, but I heard a lot about pirates as I was growing up.
Pirates were a thing.
It was very much a thing. So if the Golden Age of Piracy had a master of marketing, it was Blackbeard.
Blackbeard. Yep.
While other pirates relied on brute force, Blackbeard understood that fear was a psychological weapon. Very smart, this Blackbeard.
Yep.
If a merchant crew surrendered out of sheer terror, he wouldn't have to risk his own men, damage his ship, or ruin the valuable cargo that he wanted to steal. Let's start with the man behind the myth.
Ooh.
Before he became a legend, he was likely Edward Thatch, often spelled Teach. I don't know why I wanted to include that in here. Because is it pronounced Teach? Because it's spelled like Thatch.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Weird.
He was born around 1680, most likely in Bristol, England, which was a major maritime hub, as Stevie described. Like many pirates of his era, he did not start out as a criminal. He began his career as a privateer, which is a legal government-sanctioned pirate, which is so funny, during Queen Anne's War, hunting French and Spanish ships for the British Crown. When the war ended in 1713, thousands of privateers suddenly found themselves unemployed. Thatch, like many others, decided to keep doing the only job he knew. He just stopped turning the loot over to the king.
I support.
Right?
The king don't need it.
Don't need it.
Also, I love that word, privateer.
Privateer and pirate.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
Blackbeard was a massive man for the 18th century, but his real genius was his terrifying visual theatricality.
He's a drama kid.
He's a drama kid. He's a drama kid for sure. To project an image of a literal demon from hell, he designed a terrifying battle persona. So we have the beard. He grew a thick, braided black beard that grew almost up to his eyes.
That's bushy.
That's bushy. It's a bushy beard. Which he would tie into pigtails with colorful ribbons.
Adorable.
That's
not giving demon from hell.
Yeah.
That's giving adorable.
Yeah. I want a hug. It's just a big bear. He's just a big, burly pirate bear.
Do you think Blackbeard was gay?
For sure.
1,000%.
I mean, most of those seamen were gay.
Need we say more?
If not gay, they had nothing better to do.
Nothing going on. Yeah.
Sign me up.
If Steven weren't in before, you had him at pigtails.
Woo! So across his chest, he wore a custom leather sling that held up to 6 primed pistols at once, alongside a massive cutlass.
Does everyone know what a cutlass is?
Shing! Shing!
Do you know what I'm doing?
Holding a sword.
Yes!
Pulling a sword out of a scabbard.
Exactly. Look at you.
Thanks. I read fantasy, bitch.
What am I saying?
Look at you. You know what a scabbard is.
That was just for the party people who didn't know. Steven knows everything about fantasy. I'm sorry.
Duh.
Thank God you're here.
What would you do?
Honestly, I wouldn't be doing this. I sure as shit wouldn't be doing this.
I wouldn't either. Could you imagine either of us? I could imagine you alone with a podcast, but me, computer says no.
I think you could do it. I think
you think
great.
so?
What would your podcast be about, Steven?
I don't know. Probably literally this.
Yeah,
what else?
same.
What else?
Same.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So pistols and cutlass.
Yes.
6 pistols and cutlass.
6.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
The smoking fuse.
Ooh, what could that be?
What could that be? So right before boarding an enemy ship, he would tuck slow-burning hemp fuses dipped in saltpeter and lime water.
Don't know what saltpeter is.
Don't know what that is. Lime water, we know.
Sure.
He would tuck them under the brim of his hat. They would burn down beside his face, wreathing his head in a thick, choking cloud of black smoke.
So he looked like he was always smoking.
Genius.
Isn't it? So
That's
cool. The
cool.
demon from hell part.
Yeah.
So he like rigged up so he's got the guns. He's got the sword. He's got the beard. He's got the pigtails. He's got the smokiness.
Yeah.
Like that. And if he's a huge bulk of a man.
Big bear.
Scary.
A big
bear.
smoking bear.
We've all experienced one of those or two.
100%. They're always the sweetest human beings.
Always.
We love a big burly bear.
Yeah. I don't think Blackbeard was sweet. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I don't think he was sweet.
This was his persona.
That's true. You're so right.
This was his job. He wanted to do what he was doing, but behind the beard.
Behind the beard.
Behind the beard.
That would be an excellent Netflix documentary.
Oh, it would be.
Blackbeard.
Behind the beard. Behind the beard.
Also, we've patented Netflix, so like...
Yeah. Don't come for us. To a deeply religious, superstitious 18th century merchant sailor,
right,
looking through the smoke of battle, Blackbeard didn't look like a man. He looked like the devil himself.
Genius.
Genius.
Genius. So in 1717, I would have loved to have said, hey, what's the year?
1717.
Like, have we been able to do that? No.
No.
Never.
Have we?
No. It's not 1919.
No, true.
And it's not
2020.
Oh my God, we're idiots.
Idiots.
God damn it. But you know why I've erased that from my brain? Why do you think 2020 is erased from everybody's brain?
I wonder why.
God. Anyway.
We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, it's true. So, you know what? I don't want to say 2020. Screw you, 2020.
Screw you, 2020.
In 1717, Blackbeard captured a massive French slave ship called La Concorde.
Ooh.
He heavily modified it, renaming it to the Queen Anne's Revenge, which is so funny.
Yeah.
Hilarious. He packed it with 40 cannons, turning a clumsy transport vessel into one of the most lethal warships in the Atlantic.
Ooh, I love.
Yeah. At the height of his power in 1718, he used this ship to execute one of the most audacious moves in pirate history. He blockaded the entire harbor of Charleston, South Carolina.
Love.
Interesting. That sounds very familiar to what's happening right now.
Interesting.
For several days, he held the city hostage, seizing ships and refusing to leave until the town council provided him with a chest of expensive medical supplies for his disease-ridden crew.
See?
Getting it done for the people.
Getting it done. That's a good boss.
He's a man's
right
man.
There.
Yeah. Big time.
Blackbeard's reign was short, lasting only about 2 active years.
Yeah.
And his end was spectacular.
Listen, it's quality over quantity.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
as it should be. The governor of Virginia, fed up with Blackbeard's disruption of trade, secretly sent a Royal Navy contingent
Yep.
led by Lieutenant Robert Maynard.
Right? We say lieutenant in Canada, but that's fine.
Oh, I didn't know that was the same thing. Lieutenant?
Yeah, same thing. It's just Canadians pronounce it lieutenant.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Sent Lieutenant Robert Maynard to hunt him down. On November 22nd, 1718, Maynard trapped Blackbeard's ship in the shallow waters of Ocracoke.
I think so.
Ocracoke Island in North Carolina. What followed was a brutal, bloody, hand-to-hand combat deck battle.
So
Fun.
badass.
Yeah. Blackbeard and Maynard fought face to face. Blackbeard was finally brought down, but it took an astonishing amount of force to kill him. An autopsy later revealed that Blackbeard had survived 5 gunshot wounds and more than 20 severe sword wounds before he finally collapsed.
That is a lot.
That's a lot. He's a big badass grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Maynard severed Blackbeard's head, tied it to the bowsprit of his ship as a trophy, and threw his body into the ocean. Local legend claims his headless torso swam around the ship 3 times before sinking.
Ooh.
Love.
That is very spooky.
Side note.
Yes.
Is it Blackbeard or who was the tentacle pirate in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh my God.
Why can't I think of his name? Barbosa?
Barbosa. Yes. See?
But I'm assuming he was probably based on Blackbeard.
There are several, and we're going to get to another one.
Oh, okay.
So, like, there are a couple famous ones. Obviously, we can't cover them all, but these two are like most people know. So, great segue.
Yeah.
Because
Barbosa wasn't the guy I'm thinking. Barbosa was the other evil pirate that was Captain Jack's like enemy. But there was
he was the human one.
guy.
Who was
He
the tentacle guy?
I can't think.
Who? Everyone is screaming at us right now.
Right.
Was the tentacle?
He was like a well-known
guy in Pirates of the Caribbean. Davy Jones. Idiots were idiots.
Davy Jones.
Also, fun fact, that was played by Bill Nye, who we spoke about in the last episode.
Yes.
Bill Nye is just like part of
Bill Nye, the science guy.
Different Bill Nye, but yes, absolutely. Love that. Davy Jones, which I ironically enough do not speak about. But Davy, as a going out on the limb, I think this is in fact true. Davy Jones is more of a like the Davy Jones locker of like a place.
Oh.
Or is Davy Jones actually a real person? You know what? Why not just do this real time?
Real time, baby.
Davy Jones real?
I feel like it's probably like one of those like folklore.
I think a legend.
Like I'm sure he was based on something.
Yeah, so no, the Monsters this is still from Pirates of the Caribbean. No. Is Davy Jones based off a real person? Jones mostly comes from Jonah, the biblical character. Blah, blah. You know what? Anyway.
But still, Davy Jones was a cool character in that movie.
Yes, very much so. Okay, great segue, Stephen, because if Blackbeard was the Golden Age of Piracy's master of marketing, Bartholomew Black Bart Roberts was its undisputed corporate CEO.
Black Bart. I
Bart.
like that.
So while Blackbeard gets all the Hollywood fame, Roberts was, by a massive margin, the most successful pirate in the entire Golden Age of Piracy.
Ooh.
In a career that lasted just under 3 years, again, you are not going to do this for long if you're a pirate.
I mean, no.
From 1719 to 1722, he captured an astonishing over 400 ships.
Wow.
Dwarfing Blackbeard's lifetime total of 30 to 40.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's just not a sustainable
it's not a sustainable
profession,
career.
Yeah.
You're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
It's tough.
So while Black Bart wasn't a screaming, smoke-breathing lunatic, he was a cold, calculated, impeccably dressed professional who ran his fleet like a strict, highly profitable business.
Love. Born John Roberts in Wales in 1682, he didn't even become a pirate until he was 37 years old.
That's younger than us.
Yeah, which was considered ancient by pirate standards. Well, shit.
What are you trying to say?
Oh. Could you imagine being a pirate now? I am achy and tired and sore all the time now.
I get motion sickness in a movie theater.
Yeah, my knees, man.
You know, like, no, forget it.
Capturing 400 ships at our age? No.
Could you imagine?
Could you imagine? In 1719, he was working an honest job as the third mate of a British slave ship called the Princess.
Pretty name for a terrible ship.
I mean, yeah. The ship was captured by the pirate captain, Howell Davis.
Great name.
Yeah. Roberts was forced to join the pirate crew against his will.
But Roberts possessed incredible navigation skills and a commanding presence.
There you go.
Just 6 weeks later, Captain Davis was killed in an ambush. Wonder who put that together.
Mm-hmm.
The crew needed a new leader, looked around, and voted the newcomer, Roberts, to be their captain.
There you go.
Roberts reportedly accepted the job with a shrug, saying if it had to be a pirate, quote, it was better than being a commander than a common man.
Well, there you
It's
go.
not wrong.
Yeah.
He changed his name to Bartholomew and immediately went to work. So what was life like under Black Bart? Roberts really never fit the drunken, chaotic pyro? Maybe that too, pirate stereotype. He was a total dandy. Again,
love.
maybe like
a little,
He went into battle wearing a rich crimson damask waistcoat.
Love.
And is it breeches or breeches?
Breeches.
And a hat with bright red feather, a heavy gold chain with a diamond cross dangling across his chest.
He's a total mo.
Like, that's a look.
That's flamboyant.
That is a hot look for war. Are you kidding me? Interesting fact. Black Bart was sober.
Oh, there you go.
He despised drunkenness on duty and drank tea or water instead of rum.
There you go.
He authored one of the most famous and strict sets of pirate articles, which is the Shipboard Code. And under his command, gambling for money was strictly banned.
Wow.
Lights had to be out by 8 p.m. That's earlier than when I go to bed.
Yeah.
And musicians were given a mandatory day of rest on Sundays.
Well, there you go.
Black Bart.
Get it, Black Bart.
So he also strictly banned women from being brought aboard the ship.
Gay.
Under penalty of death.
Gay.
Super gay. Super.
Although that was also a superstition.
It was
back then,
that
too.
women were bad luck because, like, I am nothing but a terrible nightmare, which is true. So
true to this day. Roberts was a tactical genius. He didn't just ambush single ships. He raided entire harbors.
Hence the body count in terms of ships, right?
Love.
Over 400.
I mean, that's how it's done.
Oh, yeah. Smart. Work smarter, not harder.
That is my life motto.
Yeah.
Canada connection.
Hey.
In 1720, he sailed his ship into Trepassey Harbor.
Yeah, I think so.
In Newfoundland, where 22 merchant vessels were anchored. He hoisted his black flag, beat his drums, fired his cannons, and all 22 ships surrendered without a single fight.
I would too.
Yeah.
That guy comes in beating his chest, looking super sexy.
Yeah.
In drag, firing cannons.
I'd immediately surrender and drop to my knees.
Honestly, that was probably his real reason.
His real goal for all of this. The crews literally just abandoned their ship.
Yeah, I completely would do the same thing.
Did it just get darker
It did just get darker in here. What is up with that? That was weird.
Like, it just all of a sudden.
It just got darker. Black Bart, are you here? That'd be wild if something else happened.
Yeah.
What do you think it was? Maybe outside? It had to be the light from outside.
Like clouds outside.
We're usually doing this at nighttime. We don't usually do
so we don't notice like light
No.
fluctuation. So
creepy.
you noticed that though,
I
right?
did.
All of a sudden, I'm just like,
I thought I was having a stroke.
am I going blind?
Yeah.
Okay. Robert's staggering success is ultimately what forced the European superpowers to finally crush piracy. His total disruption of the Atlantic slave and sugar trade was costing the British Empire way too much money.
Sure. I get 400 ships again.
Yeah.
Man.
That's a lot. The Royal Navy dispatched the HMS Swallow.
Again. Like, what? They're making it too easy.
Ayo. A heavily armed warship commanded by Captain Challoner
Ugal? I don't know.
Ugal?
Sure.
To hunt him down. On February 10th, 1722, the Swallow caught Robert's flagship, the Royal Fortune, off the coast of Gabon.
I think so.
West Africa.
Yeah.
There you go.
So most of his crew was hungover from celebrating a capture from the night before, but Black Bart, of course, Roberts, dressed in his finest crimson suit, because girl's not going to be caught without it, and took the helm. During the opening broadside, a blast of British grape shot. I forgot to look that up. Struck Roberts directly in the throat, where he died instantly.
That sucks.
At least he looked fierce.
Right?
Keeping to his strict lifelong orders that he must never be captured alive or dead, his crew immediately threw his body overboard into the sea, weighed down by his gold chains and weapons before the British could claim his corpse.
There you go. That's one way to go.
I'm telling you. Absolutely.
Grape shot to the throat.
Okay, wait. Let's
It's
do
probably like, you know how a shotgun shot will like disperse or something?
Yes. Okay, grape shot is a historical type of anti-personnel artillery ammunition used in the 18th and 19th centuries. It consists of multiple smaller caliber round lead or iron balls tightly packed into a cluster, typically held in a canvas bag or bound together with cordage and iron plates resembling a bunch of grapes.
There you go.
Wild. There
Fun.
you go. Okay, well, let's move on.
Let's move on. Now, let's talk about shipboard life.
Yes.
Because this is where reality is cooler than fiction. Cool enough? Cool enough? I don't like that part. I'll take that.
Okay. I don't like that part.
Pirate ships were shockingly democratic. At a time when European nations were ruled by absolute monarchs, pirates were electing their captains by a majority vote, love.
Yeah.
If a captain became too cruel, cowardly, or just incompetent, they would have a vote. The crew would literally hold a vote and kick him off the ship, replacing him on the spot.
I mean, like, what more do you... That's perfect.
That is how it should be
It's
now.
how it should be done, people.
With certain presidents.
Oh, God. I'm telling you, like, was life better back then? Probably for some people.
For certain, also
And
in
they were
certain
like-
ways. In certain ways, no.
Pooping in buckets and
pooping in
chucking it
buckets.
over the water. Not so good.
Syphilis, I don't know.
But like having this person as a president
Yeah.
or getting syphilis.
Yeah.
Okay. So they also invented the quartermaster position, right? To act as a check on the captain's power. The captain only had absolute authority during a battle. In day-to-day life, though, the quartermaster handled the food, the discipline, and the distribution of the loot or booty, if you will.
Booty. Which I don't even notice, but we have some booty in front of us.
So sweet. Also, speaking of loot, they had a strict corporate structure called the Articles, which we briefly mentioned earlier when talking about Black Bart. Every man had to sign them before sailing. It laid out the rules: no gambling, no fighting on board, lights out at 8 p.m., etc. You had to follow these articles, like, to the T.
I love it. I love it. They even had workers' comp.
I mean, like, what?
Love.
Why are we not pirates?
Right? If you lost an eye or a leg in battle, the articles guaranteed you a specific payout from the collective chest before anyone else got a share. Lose a right arm? That'll be 600 pieces of 8, please.
There you go.
600 pieces of 8?
Yeah, that was what it was called. Like, piece of 8.
Piece of 8. Oh.
Yeah.
That's the first time hearing of that.
Oh, really?
I've never heard that.
Oh, yeah. That's like a term of back in the day for like coins and stuff.
Piece of 8.
So like
why 8?
I think it was like that's a great point.
We're looking up a lot.
Yeah. Why did they call it piece of 8?
Piece of 8. Maybe it's like it was 8 shillings to a pound.
I was just gonna say. So the term piece of 8 refers to the famous Spanish silver dollar worth 8 reals. I guess that's
reals.
Sure. Because the coin was physically cut into 8 smaller segments
or
bits to make change.
Cool.
There you go.
Physically cut. That's
physically
cool.
Cut. Need we say more?
Need we say more? But what about the buried treasure? Sorry to break it to you, but pirates almost never buried their loot. I mean, it is stupid.
It's pretty,
Gold and silver were rare prizes. Most of what they stole was practical stuff: lumber, cloth, medicine, sugar, and barrels of alcohol.
Yeah.
You can't bury a barrel of flour or a crate of silk in the sand and expect it to get or still be good next year.
Yeah.
They took their loot straight to corrupt port towns like Port Royal or Nassau.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been there.
There you go.
And spent it immediately on booze, gambling, and luxury.
Right, because again, when they were not on the ship, they could do what they want.
Yeah.
Right? Now, when we think of maritime crime, we always look out to sea, but some of the most fascinating piracy actually happened right on the shoreline. And CV, this hits a little close to home for me.
Ooh, okay.
So in my own family, there is a long-standing legend that our ancestors, who carry the classic Cornish name Trigano, like that's Cornish. I always get asked if I'm Italian, and I only say yes to specific people if you know what I'm saying. So my ancestors were pirates operating off the wild, sort of jagged coast of Cornwall, England.
Love.
Okay. The story goes that my ancestors would sneak out, steal the lights from the lighthouses or like the guiding sort of swing lanterns that are telling them where to go in between the cliffs, and then set them up directly into the cliffs and to the rocks to like fake it. So they see the lights to be like, that must be where we go. And of course they would crash along the rocks.
I mean, genius.
Yeah. So then, that would allow them to plunder all of the goods from in the wreckage.
Smart.
Yeah. So after hearing this for so many years from my grandmother, I really wanted to kind of like dive in,
Yeah.
being like an amateur historian.
Amateur.
I had to look into this. Like, is my bloodline purely criminal? I mean, maybe now, but was it then?
Yeah.
Kind of yes and kind of no.
Okay.
So as it turns out, they weren't pirates, but they were what were called wreckers.
Okay.
In the day. So Cornwall in the 18th century was remote, poor, and surrounded by some of the deadliest reefs in the world. When a storm rolled in, ships naturally crashed all on their own. And when they did, entire coastal villages would rush to the beach. Like everyone would stop what they're doing.
Love it.
And run to the beach. Men, women, children, they would harvest everything. The cargo, the timber, the sails. To them,
well, yeah, why wouldn't you?
It wasn't theft. To them, it was a gift from the sea to help them to survive.
Yeah.
Right? So did my ancestors actually, set up the fake lanterns to lure the ships to the doom? Historians say probably not. That's probably a Gothic sort of folklore popularized by Victorian novels. It wasn't just my family. It was many families who claimed to be pirates doing this.
I'm sure it happened.
Oh, 100%.
But people just didn't do that as like their full-time
pirates
job.
as their name.
Yeah.
So, of course, the coast was so dangerous that the locals didn't need to fake the lights.
Fair.
Nature did the dirty work for them.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show maritime crime wasn't just about a black flag on the high seas. Sometimes it was a community survival tactic right on your local beach.
Yeah.
And I know that my family was there. Not only is it well documented, again, I keep saying my family, my ancestors, but
your family.
They're my family. My last name is what they call like a habitat kind of like village name. So like Tragano essentially means like a place sort of located there.
Oh,
so
cool.
Yeah, it's like place located on the coast or something specific like
Yeah.
that. But it is Cornish for essentially that. And they still exist to this day in Cornwall, England. There's also a castle out there, but I digress.
Let's go to Cornwall.
Yeah, I've always wanted to. I have relatives.
Let's go visit your castle.
I would love to. I have relatives in England who, her name is Lorraine, and we speak on Facebook a little bit here and there. And she went. She went to it and sent me a picture of her standing in front of the castle.
That's so cool.
Yeah, really cool, right? Yeah. Anyway.
I love that.
Do you have any pirate sort of ancestor stories?
So I don't know pirates specifically. I do remember back in the day, this was when I was like, it was either high school or before, when we were going through kind of like family history or ancestry.
Yeah.
I do recall, I think his name was David Thompson.
We've talked about this. And he was like an explorer. Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe he turned to piracy at some point in his life. I don't know for sure, but I also do have royalty in my blood. So
what? Who's your royalty?
Robert de Bruce.
What? How did I not have?
Have we talked about this?
I had to have known this in our 15 years of friendship.
Yeah,
had to have. That's so
cool. Apparently, I have. Unless that was all just
all Gothic folklore as well.
Yeah, who knows?
You need to look into it.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Now the hard part is, on my mom's side, we can't go any further than my grandpa, really, because he was adopted. Him and his brother were adopted, I believe. And so we can't go really any further. We don't really have much information past there.
Yeah. But
I would love to do the ancestry thing.
That's really cool.
The 23andMe whole thing scares me, though, because now it's been proven that they're using that in certain ways.
I mean, if you're a serial killer, you're going to get caught.
Also, conspiracy theory on that note. They clone you, but apparently the government was also using it to find like the alien star seeds and the alien if they've reproduced with humans, they're finding the alien paths.
Listen, I'm kind of for that. I want to know who the aliens are.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I would never give my DNA. I've never done Ancestry.me. What I did was when I was in England, I went to historical shop. Like, they exist. You can literally go in and start looking for your family name.
Yeah.
So let's do that when we're in Ireland as well.
100%. When I did my UK trip, I think it was when I was in maybe England. But I got it's like the Collins family crest, the coat of arms.
Yes.
I don't know where that is. I need to find that. But it's cool. Yeah.
That's really cool. I love that. My grandmother also told me that we were like associated with the Spanish Armada, but like who wasn't? Cool. But like everyone in England was like, go fight.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like maybe, but my grandma had a joke. R.I.P. Grandma Trigano. When I would say to her like, yeah, a lot of people think I'm Italian. She was like, well, we were in the Spanish Armada, so like I'm sure there was some mixing going on.
Ooh,
and that was her way of like, probably found some obvious. I mean, I don't know if the Italians were involved, but like the Spanish sort of flair, maybe. I don't know. Who knows?
Sexy.
Who knows? But yeah, she always kind of made that joke.
That's funny.
I couldn't find anything. Like to this day, I've never found. There was no like logged last name of people who were fighting the Spanish Armada.
No.
But at the same time, they kind of just said go and fight. So it wasn't as organized as wars more recently. But
interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get back to the episode here. Yeah. But great tangents about pirates and family bloodlines.
Love.
So by the 1720s, the party was over. No more pirate party. The European empires stopped fighting each other and realized that piracy was ruining global trade. The British Royal Navy deployed massive warships to hunt down the pirates. Governors stopped taking bribes. Interesting.
Yeah.
And started erecting gallows on the beaches, sort of as like a warning. A
warning to others.
Yeah. Like we said earlier, I'm reading yours.
That's okay. I was just going to read yours next.
Do you want to redo it?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Like we said earlier, famous captains like Blackbeard, Black Bart, and others were either killed in action or hung in chains at the harbor entrances as a warning to others. The Golden Age flared up brightly, but it burned out in less than a single lifespan.
That's crazy. Yeah. When you think of pirates, it's very like, that they were around for a while, but it wasn't that long.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the real story of pirates may not be about magical treasure or monsters of the deep. Perhaps it's a story about human nature. There's something I can sort of understand. Desperate people living in a brutal century who decided they would rather have a short, merry life of freedom on the open sea than a long, miserable life of servitude on the land. Honestly,
Tracks. Yeah, like really.
As the pirate Captain Bartholomew Roberts famously said, "A short life and a merry one shall be my motto."
Right.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. I also found something that said, now, I'm going to say it and preface it very quickly so I don't believe it, but it said that there's no actual logged murders for either of these pirates.
Okay.
I believe there's no logged murders.
Yeah.
I am confident
I'm sure
that there were murders.
Yeah.
Who's going to be like, oh, let me write this down that you just stabbed some guy and threw him overboard? That's not.
Well, not the pirate logs, but you would think the other like Royal Navy ships and stuff would have maybe some logs.
That's actually true.
Right?
And they couldn't, there's no historical sort of written piece that says that.
Yeah.
So maybe they legit were like, we aren't looking to kill anyone.
Which it doesn't sound like they were necessarily horrible people. I mean, they were just trying to make a living, have a merry life, get medicine, and you know,
and just do what they wanted to do. Again, Hollywood made it into like the swashbuckling, bloodthirsty pirates.
And if history is any indicator, they'd rather have people abandon ship and come to them than have to kill or do any of that. So
hence
it would
the
make
scariness.
sense.
Yeah, no, completely. Okay, Stephen, a couple questions before we end here. Would you have been a pirate?
1,000%.
Absolutely, yes.
Yep.
I think we both would.
Yeah. And we would rock the look.
Oh my, we are already doing it. We barely tried. This is just in our closets.
Which is hilarious and tracks.
So true. I also love that Stephen just like had all these items.
I just went up to my study and I'm like, I have everything. Pirate accoutrement.
It was so good. Could you stand being at sea forever?
As long as there was, I don't think so.
I get sick. Jesus, I get sick in movie theaters.
I mean,
I can't. I cannot ride backwards on the train.
That's fair. I'd be okay with the seasickness because, like, I don't really get that.
Yeah.
But I would miss land. I would miss trees and just the smell of.
Yeah, we're not water babies, are we?
I love being around water. Don't get me wrong. Like, it really does feed my soul. But living on the open seas with, like, nothing on the horizon, I feel like I would go a little insane.
I think I would too. I think a lot of people can do it.
Yeah.
I'm not that person.
Now, being on a ship filled with men.
Ooh.
Menses.
She was like, I could figure it out.
Woo! It honestly would probably be gross, though.
Oh, absolutely. And like the disease and the rats and the starvation. And
I'd befriend the rats.
Cute.
Yeah.
Hoping to be like, please don't eat me, rats.
Please don't eat me.
Everybody else. What would your pirate name be?
Ooh.
This is a tough one. I don't even know. Okay, hold on. Let me see if there's like a pirate name generator. Bing. Okay, here we go. Fantasynamegenerators.com.
Okay.
This name generator will generate 10 random pirate names. Pirates are a popular theme. Blah. To start, simply click on the bottom to generate 10 random names. Get male names. Oh, this is stupid.
This isn't like.
This is stupid.
Yeah.
It's not like put in your name and get something. I'm not doing this one. Pirate name generator using my name.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so AI says, but it just came up in Google. You know how it always does that.
Yeah.
To generate your pirate name, match the letters of your name and your birth month to the official charts below.
Okay.
Let's see it. Find the first letter of your first name, so S.
Okay.
To find your title. Why isn't this showing me? A equals. I mean, listen. S is on here, so one-eyed. S equals one-eyed. So your title is one-eyed.
Okay.
Step 2, keep your first name, Steven. So one-eyed
Stevie.
And then your pirate epithet. I don't know what I'm saying. Thank you.
Epitaph.
Your birth name, blah, 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 blah. Why isn't this giving me the link? Give me the link. You see? Stupid AI.
Scroll down.
It's not. I can't do it.
You might have to exit out of. Oh.
Right? Dumb. Well, we can edit this out if it sucks. What would your name be, Stevie? What would your pirate name be?
Like, I was thinking of like something Stevie, like
Swashbuckling Stevie. Or
Sassy Stevie.
Sassy Stevie. No. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What would yours be? Do you have any thoughts?
I think I would be Jack the right?
Yeah.
Like
it would be Jack. Something Jack.
Jack. I mean, obviously Captain Jack Sparrow.
You'd also have to be like disguised as a man.
A man. So I'd be like Jack the Crack. I don't know.
Jack the Crack.
Because I'm a good crack. No, I don't know. Generally don't know.
Yeah.
We can probably just delete all this if you really want, but
it works.
It did not. It was not as exciting as we thought. It was not as exciting as we thought. So, any other pirate things you wanted to add? Okay.
Just love them. They're cool.
So, thank you so much for listening to Weirdos of Whimsy. I'm losing my mic. We will be back again soon with another episode that guides you through the weird and whimsical journey that is our brains. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok at Weirdos of Whimsy Pod. Watch that space for updates, release dates, and other treats and delectable morsels. Say goodbye, Stevie.
Goodbye, matey.
Oh, that was very good. And as always, big gulps, eh? Well, see you later. Yar.
Yar, matey.